my domain. It seems that you've just arrived to this world, and you're already faced with death. How unfortunate. I am a guardian of Guthix, tasked with regulating death in order to reach balance of life in Gielinor. I will allow you to return to the world as you please. However, I can only help you recover 3 of the items you had on you. Everything else I had to leave on a gravestone where you died, or as a service you can pay me to return your items for you. If you have no further questions, please feel free to exit through the portal behind you.
That was scary. This world is very different from ours. The laws of life here are different. It might take us a while to get used to this. But you heard him. Unless we go back to those wizards, then there's no way of retrieving our stuff. See what the Duke has to say.
Those wizards have been pestering adventurers for years now. They are trying to summon some sort of demon, I believe, and are hostile when anyone gets close to their ritual site. Before you go anywhere, please visit the combat tutors north of the castle wall. They will be able to help you get stronger and more proficient in survival.
He gave us a sword and shield. Nice. He enunciated the need to use the correct style of attack in order to train different abilities. The ranged tutor directed us to Lowe's Archery Emporium. She also mentioned how we can make it to Varric if we head east at the crossroad and then follow the path north. Magic is easy, but it will be hard to get a hold of those runes she spoke of. I guess I was correct in thinking that the energy in those stones from the island were magical in nature. The different runes have symbols to indicate what type of nature energy they have stored. If we can get a hold of these runes, we can cast magic. However, she told us a ritual to teleport to Lumbridge, and emphasized how it will take a very long time before we can use it again. It might seem like we're doing something wrong, but according to Death, he is the one that keeps the balance of life and death. So, we should be able to train on any animal or monster without ever considering its injustice. These cows seem weak enough. You did it. It dropped some items on the ground when it died. Pick them up. You have slain a creature of this world. It might have felt easy, but you learned a lot from it. After we kill a few more enemies, I will be able to show you a health bar above them to help you in battle. Congratulations. You have leveled up your attack. Let's view the information we have on the attack skill. This is very straightforward. We are currently level 2, so we can wield bronze and iron weaponry since we are at or higher than level 1. If we reach level 5, we will have enough experience to wield steel weaponry. Let's switch the attack style to lunge, which should train our strength skill. Attack gives us accuracy in battle. Strength, on the other hand, will allow us to do more damage per hit once we level it up. Go and take some of your anger out on one of those goblins. Congratulations, you have now achieved a strength level of 2, ultimately increasing your damage in battle. You have also reached a combat level of 4 by increasing the combined total of your combat stats. Who was that man? He just appeared and gave us an item. An uncut sapphire, weird. I've gained a sufficient amount of knowledge about the entities in this world. I will now be able to show you a health bar above your enemies. You can also look up if you need to look at yours as well. Congratulations, you have advanced to defense level. This is pretty straightforward. The higher your defense, the less damage you take, and the better equipment you will be able to equip. We should go and try to sell the items that we got. There was a general store north of the castle walls. Let's try there. Yikes. Maybe we can try to cook the raw meat and sell it at a higher price. The house next to the Death Realm has a range. Let's go and try our luck there. You burned it, not ideal. Try again. You are not good at this. There you go. You increased your cooking level. You will now burn food less often, and at higher levels, you will be able to cook higher tier food. Never mind. You still managed to burn everything. Maybe the cook in that castle can lend us a hand and show us how it's done.
I can show you a thing or two about cooking the finest meal. I don't have the time, though. It's the Duke's birthday soon, and I ran out of ingredients to bake his favorite cake. I'll tell you what. Bring me an egg, a pot of flour, and a bucket of milk, and I will teach you the ins and outs of cooking a fine dish.
I will do my best to aid you in doing a quest. I will show you highlights and indicators that will help you understand what you have to do. Let's see if we can milk a cow at the farm. The one I've highlighted seems suitable enough. Maybe there's an egg at the chicken farm. There's a few I've been able to sense on the ground. Hurry and pick one up before you get spotted. I'm not sure how we accepted doing such an underwhelming task, but maybe there's a means to it. I can feel a lot of things to come in the future that will challenge us to the very end. That's why I'm okay with us taking our journey slow. There's no reason to rush being a hero when you'll end up dying due to inexperience. Look at that farm up ahead. Let's see if there is someone there that can help us find some flour.
Howdy! There's a mill up north from here. Grab some wheat and you'll be able to grind it down to some flour. While you're at it, why don't you help an old buddy out? I'm ill-prepared for winter and I needed some balls of wool to make some clothing. I'll give you some money for your troubles.
The wheat field should be just north of Farmer Fred's farm. There it is. Go pick some. We need to grind it at the mill just north of this farm. Fred mentioned it was free to use as long as we clean up after. Pour the wheat in the hopper and pull the lever. Look at that, some finely crushed flour. Okay, that should be everything the chef asked for.
Splendid. You work with such haste. Let me not ramble, though. As agreed, I will show you some of my best skills. Do not let me down. I better hear the greatest stories from you in the future.
Wow, according to the cook, we are going to have to do a lot of cooking in order to level up our skill. All that food takes up a lot of space. I'm not even sure where we're going to put it all. Maybe the Duke can guide us to one of those banks from the island.
Be worry not. In the Lumbridge Castle, we proudly host banking services at the top floor. You won't need to pay for the service, but the space is limited. The banking system in Gielinor has been going through some very rough times. Donations to the institution will greatly help it accommodate more space for storage.
Welcome to the Bank of Gielinor. We are a trusted and protected service to store your most valuable items. We offer our services across the whole realm, wherever you can find a functional bank booth. We also have dedicated storage containers or chests across the whole world where you can place your items and they will be safely transported to our storage facilities. However, we currently only have a very limited storage space due to unfortunate circumstances. We are in dire need of funding and cannot sustain more than one slot capacity. If you ever get a chance, speak to the King of Varrock and he can give you better information about how you can help fund our services.
It's not much, but thankfully we were able to stack all of the bones in one bank slot. All that free space in the inventory is going to help a lot. And to be honest, I don't even know why we were holding all of those bones. Let's finish helping Farmer Fred since he gave us a big hand with the flour. He gave clear instructions and even gifted us some shears. Shear sheep next to his farm, 20 of them to be exact, then spin the wool into balls at the spinning wheel next to the Duke's dorm. Okay, that's one for your first time. That was pretty easy. That's not a sheep. We speak nothing of that to Fred. Was slaying that goblin a means of justifying your earlier actions? That's the spinning wheel.
Thank you, buddy. Just 5 more should be fine. You did it, pal. This help will go a long way. Here, let me show you something. As a gratitude, here's 60 gold coins. You'll make better use of that than me. My old man taught me how to weave clothes like that. I hope those skills help along the way.
Those coins the farmer gave us might help us buy a house. I think it's time we head to Varric. Remember, we can always just teleport back here with the spell we learned. On our way to Varric, we must remember the advice of the ranged tutor. East at the crossroads. That bear does not look friendly. We need to find a way around. Hide behind the bushes. You did great. I see the city walls. We're almost there. There's a giant rat in our way. It's strong, but I think we can take it down with our new tactics. We can't turn back now. You did it. We can now proceed towards the city of Varric.